In today's video, we're going to talk about the difference between losers and winners. As I've mentioned quite a few times in my videos so far, losers are the ones who all the time reside in low frequency, meaning throughout the weeks, months and years, potentially even decades, they all the time highlight to the external world and to themselves the same behavior, the same thought pattern, the same responses to any external stimuli, greatly showing they are incapable of evolving to a better version of themselves, even though incredible amount of time has passed. These kind of people despise heavily anyone who basically dares to become a better version of themselves, who dares to defy the status quo, who goes against the norm, who has the strength to believe in themselves, be it man or woman, who absolutely fully believe in themselves to be able to accomplish a certain goal that they have set for themselves, regardless what it is, even if it is at odds with reality to most people, to the average person and the mob. Such people absolutely do not like seeing anyone in their environment to succeed. Be it in the family, the neighborhood, in the workplace, where it's all about opportunities. You want to climb up the ladder of success. You want to basically leave everyone behind. That's the mindset that most people have. They take any advantage that they get there and use it fully. Any information given, any possibility given, they will completely wreck everyone else. So do not think that the people you meet at the workplace, regardless how long you're working there, that they are your friends. In the end, though, it's all about money and who quicker gets to that goal. Losers are unable to fix internal problems. Losers all the time look for external stimuli so that their mind is occupied 24/7. They do not like to work on themselves. I've described it many times in my videos. It's a painful process to look inside and acknowledge that someone has taken a big L throughout entire life. Their entire life is a miserable shit show because they do not want to learn. They do not want to listen to advice given by other people, successful people. People who walk through life differently, smoothly, elegantly, with confidence, chin up, boobs up, chest out, basically like that. They don't like that because they themselves are unable to do so. They themselves cannot grasp the concept of internalizing all those problems, all the stimuli from the outside world into the inside world, alchemize that, and transform over time. That's a painful process for such people. They have to justify why other people are happy, how they make their money, why they are doing what they are doing, how they are even doing it, Why they even in the first place became successful, why they even in the first place, they might be lying, they might be portraying someone or something, a persona outside, because they in real life, they are not like that, Painful experiences throughout life, painful experiences in school, painful experiences in the workplace, getting bullied, having to bow down, fall in line, not being able to voice themselves. Such people absolutely despise winners, people who know their path, people who have a vision, people who have ambitions, people who all the time focus on their own life. Losers have to all the time look and stick their noses where it doesn't belong. They give unasked advice, opinions that no one asked for. Once again, winners focus on their own life. Winners want to advance. Winners want to improve certain aspects, certain thought patterns, abilities to overcome an obstacle, improve certain habits that make it possible for them to achieve a certain outcome in life. They can greatly anticipate that outcome. They very well know if they do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, They will acquire XYZ. And such people reside all the time in high frequency. Happiness, joy, ambition, they are driven by soul energy. They believe they can achieve something. When you have a discussion with winners, they open the discussion. You don't know, for example, how to get to a certain goal because you might not have the money. They will give you input, they will give you advice, they will give any example so the discussion starts, while a loser will quickly close the discussion, highlighting greatly that they, for example, do not have the money, that they don't know it better. You shouldn't be asking in the first place. You should be doing something else, because they don't want to be seen in a bad light. It's painful. They need to keep up an image that everything is all right, all life long, everything is all right. Focus on the external world, while winners focus on the internal world, and that success over time portrays itself on the outside. It manifests on the outside. How they walk, how they talk, how they move. That they actually want to help other people. That's a given. That's easy for such people, for winners. They like seeing other people succeed. They very much like to hear that someone is making way more money than, for example, 5 years ago. They very much like seeing other people in happy relationships, blossoming those relationships, being eventually even part as a friend in those circumstances, in that circle of success that losers absolutely despise, because it reminds them all the time that they didn't fight for their own stance. They absolutely, once again, did not believe in themselves. They listened to other morons and fools around them during that time. A big L over many, many decades, potentially. Opportunities not taken, time wasted, occupied 24/7. People, that's why one of the reasons why people do not change over decades. Same behavior, same responses, same talk, same bullshit, same loser mindset, same loser friends, same loser environment, same loser experiences, still on low income, still on no possibilities, absolutely nothing. They don't want to change, even though they are already on the inside feeling miserable as fuck. While winners mix things up quickly. It might just take a few years. Someone changes their entire life in 3 to 5 years, while losers can't even do the simplest of things in 2, 3, 4 decades. It's, after all, low frequency. Worry, stress, anxiety. They probably at one point fall into depression, eventually because of other people, not because of themselves. Certain circumstances, someone eventually, unfortunately, died. That's a tragic thing. People might not get out of it quite easily. But through winners, such people can climb up back again to their old self, their original self. Through losers, that's impossible, because losers want to control their environment. They want to make sure that no one succeeds, so that they themselves can look into the mirror and say, look, no one succeeded. No one succeeded in the family. No one succeeded in the neighborhood. No one succeeded basically from that school. No one, nothing, absolutely zero. Hating on those that dare to defy that logic, dare to defy that stance, that opinion, Who do you think you are? You should be starting to say you are the real deal. You will make it. Because you have already made it. You have a mindset that is totally different to the norm, to the moronic moron. When I'm saying average people, that doesn't mean that something is bad about it. It's not a spectacular life, but it's also not a bad one. It's just the norm, the standard, the pool of standardness, basically, from which certain people are strong enough to rise above. And the rest basically sees that. Losers hate winners. They point with the finger, all the time mocking them, all the time trying to pull them down. While winners absolutely do not point with their finger to the loser. They completely ignore them. Actually, they would wish for them to have a change of heart and also become a winner. Yeah? This is a complete different mindset. It's like day and night. And they can't understand that. The loser can't understand the winner. The winner can understand the loser because the winner just stood up one more time. Most losers, they haven't even tried twice. Winners eventually have to try 100 times. Do you think a loser can do that 100 times? Painful experiences? 100 times gathering strength? 100 times doing XYZ? With loser friends around them? With loser environments around them? That are trying to keep them down? They're pulling them down. They don't want them to succeed. It's a painful thing. It's again, be it in the family, workplace, school, university, society as a whole. Only the mindset of a winner and those open to become winners can fully accept that challenge, the positive challenge that changes you for the better. They all the time invite positive stress and try to avoid negative stress. Positive stress is all about challenging you one more time to the better. While negative stress at one point in your life or in those people's life will manifest because there's a lot of disharmony in those structures in that people's life. It will manifest because of disharmony into disease. And that is logical, right? Even that simple point the loser cannot understand because that doesn't make sense to them. They lack awareness, skill set, mindset to even overcome the simplest of obstacles because it's painful. So keep that all in mind. Change your thinking, adapt, overcome any obstacle thrown into your life, become a winner. There's too many losers already out there. Even by just remaining yourself in today's time, you're just yourself. You have already won. Be a winner. Have the courage to be yourself.